either would be. Are you cool enough, Mom? Need some water? I should probably hit the hydration station myself. Here, there's that. Where's the camera? Get some water real fast. Sally. Good boy, Tug. Here, you want my pillow? Here. Here you go, buds. Oh, he plopped his little head right down. He said, my mom knows how I like it in the pillow spots in the mood. Little dog. Okay. First, let me fix this. There. Stanley! Cat, you gotta go? You in a mood? Kiki. Cycle of life, Mom. The cat that died the same day Benny died, that's up by the road, he's like almost all the way decomposed. He's just like down to hair and teeth by now. That's why it's hard, you know, I just love things while I got them, because whenever Creator brings it back to source to create something else with it, you know, it's not ours anymore. The love is still ours, but the lovey is no longer. So, and so many people, you know, your mom taught me how to value life from a long time ago, how precious life is, because people die in stupid ways. She's almost died so many times. I had 4 near-death experiences before I was 15 years old.
Wow.
And so many people are just traveling around living that best life. It's weird. So the equilibrium's been off. So now the equilibrium's coming around. And I don't care about famous people who die. I haven't, you know, I was telling somebody at the restaurant today, hi, I'm glad you're from India. I saw Sadhguru in Washington. I got a picture of him in my phone. He's looking right at me. I drove when I lived in Salem. I saw that he was going to be up there, so I bought a ticket online and I drove up. That was back when I could leave my mom alone. You can't leave her alone anymore. Things aren't reliable so much. That's cool, India. I worked with a guy from Pakistan, so he taught me a lot about what it's really like there. Not what the imposed reality of what America says it's like over there. That's why I like to talk to people from other places, you know. And then we share ideas, take the good parts of their place, add them to the good parts of our places, and then that's how we get heaven on earth. But people got the weird misconceptions on how things, they kind of hijack reality, if you will, you know, with their fake systems, and it's all crumbling, all these systems. I don't, you know, I was so confined and so hell, like we couldn't do anything. Our constraints, you know, like our disciplines, right? And so we couldn't just go around and do whatever we wanted whenever we wanted, and then we just kept watching the world go by as it kept doing what it wanted, whenever it wanted. And so I started noticing how the deck was stacked, and that rules were for some, but not for everyone, and that reality is in fact imposed. I'm looking for this picture of Sad Guru, and it's making me sad because my boy Benny just died. And he's all over my feed, and it's just... So there's Sad Guru looking at me. This is when he did his talk. You know, and he's another false for profit. It's when he walked past me, you know, because I looked up for people. I looked up at people, and but I always had more life experience than they'd had, right? And they're looking down at me, but we should be looking at it eye to eye. Because if they care about kids, I'm supposed to be one of those kids that they care about, right? Like everybody wants to save the kids. Well, what happens to the kids after they grow up? What happens? You know, we're left in our own devices, right? But the society counts on that. It counts on people being hurt and getting lost in bottles and stuff. And I used to get lost in bottles for a long time, and I won't get lost in bottles anymore because this life isn't just about me. It's about Mom's quality of life too, and I promised her when I was 15 years old that we'd always be together, and she'd never be institutionalized ever again. She'd never live in any kind of a home except for a home with me, and I made good on that promise, and she's still here, and we just went for a walk around earlier today. You know, and a lot of people are so sad because their moms aren't around, but they didn't go for walk-arounds when their moms were around. And so for all those people who lost a mom or a sister, I lost a sister. My sister died. I know it's another shitty club, you know? Just living that best life on the back of a motorcycle in Phoenix, you know? But I'm too busy losing people that I care about that I know, and like the whole world is sad about fucking people dying that they never met, you know? People that identify as the Prince of Darkness when I'm Team God. That's stupid to me, you know? And I was telling the lady at the restaurant today that when I was at the, I was 10 years old, 9 years old, the first WrestleMania that came out. WrestleMania 1. 1980, so I was 11. We lived on Manzanita Lane in Reading, and we were walking all over the neighborhood. Because we were looking for a place that had pay-per-view, because I wanted to watch it, but the only place they had it was at bars, and I couldn't go into a bar. And then I lost interest, so I was interested in year 1. And then lost interest because I thought it was stupid that it was just for some and it wasn't for everybody. So whenever it's just for some, that's just a silly notion to me. And so that's what I started, like, all sports are silly notions to me. All of them. Yeah. People that get hung up, you know. And when you think about, like, these big, huge collective groups of people, why they like these false idols for profits, why they even like them, is because it reminds them of a time. And that is exactly how people get stuck in the fucking past. By reliving and trying to chase the same event, the same occasion. I mean, the fact that dude, people are like, oh, elder abuse with this person over here, but over here it's cool. Like, no, I don't buy anything that pop culture represents. Although I am entertained by it, I myself also, I signed up for Paramount Plus just to watch. I wasn't a real big South Park fan when it came around the first time around. But now that I live in northern New Mexico, and I'm so close to Colorado, and the mentality that I actually find the humor in it now, where before it just fell away. So, fucking hilarious, man. Because that's all we have. That's why entertainment exists, so we can make fun of the shit that's going on. But people are still getting knocked off, though. So, telling the truth is a risky business. It's a risky game. So the lady, at the restaurant, what was I telling? We went and got lunch today. That's the same place we went yesterday. I went to 4 restaurants this morning to get lunch. That's what it's like in Taos. It's like a crapshoot. And it's not even restaurants are open or closed. No, it's weird shit. Like I went to this Indian, the Indian oven place? Right? It's this, I think that's where Indian, I don't know, because I wanted a chicken shawarma, and they're supposed to have it there. I walk in, it's open. Has a nice patio, tents overhead, glasses set up at the station, sign says please seat yourself. I walk in, I look at the menu, and I'm looking for chicken shawarma, and it's not on the menu. I flip it over, it's not it. I flip it back over, read it again, it's not there. Flip it back over, read it twice, both sides. Nope, I never saw another human being anywhere. And so I just kind of set the menu down and walked away. Next restaurant. I was like, well, I know this other restaurant. I don't want to say it because I don't want to promote it. Because I don't like the owner lady. She sucks. And I said, well, I'll go there if it's not busy. And then I drove by and then I saw the owner lady in a full parking lot. And I was like, well, I'm not going there. Then I went to a taco stand that sells pretty decent freaking chili cheese dogs for like $5.
Oh, that's good.
Nope. Not today. So then I ended up at the catch-all trading post or whatever it's called. They're nice there. It's kind of pricey, but that's alright. It's good. I had like a $35 steak today. So, but people are freaking, dude, people are so gassed, no break. There's going to be so many consequences. And where I live in New Mexico, it's already dangerous. Like Albuquerque, it's a dangerous place. Taos is a dangerous place. Why? Because people use their free will to do whatever they fuck that they want. And then they fucking like, I mean, since I've lived here, it's like living in Redding, the armpit of California. So I guess Taos is like the armpit of fucking New Mexico. I always end up on the armpits. Freaking, I've seen like a car turned into a motorcycle, car versus motorcycle. Like, fuck you. I have such little regard for life. I'm gonna, like, they intentionally try to take each other out. And then they come to, and then they're like, oh my God, I'm going to go to jail. Not for very long, because it's New Mexico, and people never stay in jail here. You know, women are getting taken off the street. I didn't know where I lived was such a dangerous place. It's kind of concerning now. I'm a little concerned. Like, NBC Nightline or whatever shared the late story about the young lady that got taken right off the street by where I live. Right here. Just somebody just whoop. So we're not walking here anymore. So Mom and I go other places and walk where there's other people around. That's what we're doing now. And we go around when other people aren't really around so much either, because man, people are just fucking nuts. Like, you just don't hurt people. If people just went by the rule of keep your hands to yourself, you know, because I grew up in the generation, you talk shit, you know, like you talk trash about somebody's mom and then you get mad. It's like about emotional control. That's where it stops. You don't, and I'm seeing all over my feed, man, people are getting punched in the face like, people are throwing blows at the grocery store. Like, no, you don't hit people. Like, nothing is that important. Not because free will. That's what, you know, machismo juice is what I call it. And Taos is full of machismo, man. So much machismo. Like, and to me, machismo is that leisurely fucking do what I say because I'm a man. Like, I ain't never done nothing with my life, but because I've been mean, I have a reputation. All that patriarchal bullshit that's dying. But New Mexico's a laughing stock. Like as far as the VA and other agencies that can consider themselves any authority and any significance or any importance at all, Taos isn't recognized. Like Taos County, it's kind of its own entity. Like, if you look at the stuff that I get from the VA, Taos County isn't even represented on these maps. Like they have events, Farmington, like Roswell, like all these places, like all these places, every place. But Taos, no. It's like its own place run by the stupidest cousins that could possibly be. But when I was in Oregon, Salem was run by the stupid cousins too. It's the capital of fucking Oregon. It's just like, it's all club shit. It's all, they're making up the rules because because all they have to do is give people video games, sports, entertainment, and they'll keep fucking following those false idols. So the world will never be of anything significant because the people will always keep themselves trapped. That's why, like, New Mexico is a third world country because people create their reality with their own psyche, and you got a population where you got 40-year-olds, 30-year-olds, and 20-year-olds that have just all played fucking Grand Theft Auto for the last 20 years. Like, the 40-year-olds have just been playing video games for 20 years. Like, and the people that are my age have been playing video games since they came out, so they play them with their kids and now grandkids, and it's like nothing productive comes from any of that. No, and so people are stuck in these loops, you know, and every now and again they got to put the controller down so they can go be a part of other people's loops. Be a part of the loop where, the Christmas loop. Okay, you got to go to this family because it's this time of the year, so we're in this loop. Or the Halloween loop. The holiday loop. Just woo! Can you believe it's this early and they're already putting Christmas, the next bullshit out just so they keep dangling the carrot. Luna's back there trying to get the pillow comfortable. She's adorable. Trying to dangle the carrot, just keep them after that next thing, and then we'll never have heaven on earth because they'll just keep consuming the crap. It's hilarious. Mom. Mom did such a good. We walked a whole loop at the it's I guess it's called Echo Park, which is funny because I was telling Mom when we got out, it's Echo Park because Taos is generationally been stuck in loops. Like, they've been doing what they always done since the Taos Pueblo, and the only thing that has evolved into is more heart disease, and they have just as much fucking corruption with the men in charge at the top of the reservation as they do off the fucking reservation. So it's just all the same shit. It's all, you know, they're starting to build houses now out there. Like, what a weird, it's a people's zoo. They even have an admission window. Like, come in and see how we live. Maybe buy some of our fry bread. Like, come on, dude. Why aren't there institutions where, like, people are freaking learning how to do, like, you know, heavy equipment maintenance right there on site? You know, learning how to give them viable skills. Teach them how to be a lineman, you know, so that way when the call comes up, people are certified in their community. Doesn't matter if they live on the reservation or not. All you got to do is come out, be signed off, and then whenever the call, you know, we don't need to have just volunteer fire department. We can have, you know, women and people of all ages. When emergency happens, they just bring out their excavators because they're signed off. You know, there's lots of people that are qualified to do all kinds of shit, but you got the stupid cousins in charge Where they don't, where they just, they God, keep doing what they always did, because that's how it was always done. Anyway, so what did I call today's talk? These words, there's a part in this song that I swear is in a Taylor Swift song, too. Because, like, I listen to such variety of music that I can hear their influences and stuff like that. These words, Natasha Bedingfield, Taylor Swift, there's a part in it that I can't remember the song, but anyway. What did I call today's talk? Why did he use that? How? Oh, watch how they play. That's what we're figuring out right now. You could, because what we're noticing is basically in America the mentality of the American, the evolution of the mentality of the average American stops at 15. Because usually that's when they start drinking alcohol. That's when I started drinking alcohol. 15, 16, 17. Now, people in America, I'm seeing parents saying goodbye to their kids in their 30s because of cirrhosis of the liver. Don't drink alcohol. It causes 7 kinds of cancer. Don't drink booze. Weed's better than booze. Flour, so much better than booze. Booze, it's the devil's poison. But hey, everybody loves the Prince of Darkness, so it doesn't make sense to me. You're taught not to, like, do all the drinking and I mean, I saw Mom get manhandled so many times when I heard a whole bunch of fucking rock and roll, Ozzy Osbourne, all that shit playing in the background. So maybe it's my experiences are a little bit different, you know. Maybe you catch them, you know. And it's not just the Diddy parties; it's all of them. It's every single one of those fucking. And they never repented. They never made up for freaking young people that got traumatized just because they thought they were going to have a good time, but then they were just a piece of a freaking ritual and abused and used and thrown out, you know. And I think about all these people, you know, like these Vegas, how many people are in the Vegas desert from back from the Frank Sinatra era that are in shallow graves just because those guys watched gangster movies and thought they were gangsters, so they were acting out their gangster lifestyle. You know? All that stuff, it makes cursed land. That's how land gets cursed. Something bad happens any place that shouldn't have happened. Somebody taking advantage. Somebody being selfish, somebody being greedy, somebody being ugly, somebody being gross. And then look at how much America's land is cursed. And then they just don't care. They just keep doing the evil deeds over and over and over and over again. Anytime there's any kind of sexual assault, cursed land. Somebody gets killed, you know. And don't think that the freaking the administration, don't think that they are not the same people that are a part of the freaking crews that just got Alabama. Mom, they found kids in cages doing dirty deeds with them. This stuff has never not happened. It's just the important people that don't want to be terribly, terribly embarrassed keep getting protected in America because they love their perverts in America. Because they obviously they do, because from from all the just generations of dirty old men and the pervy, creepy Jezebel chicks chasing sensations, just whatever I can rub it up against. So it's about control and manipulation. I knew this one girl. She had this theory. She said women are always in charge. It's called the power of the pussy. And I was like, what a stupid fucking thing to say. Libby hit. Fucking idiot. Hi. those are the people that are part of the program. Those are the people that love football. Those are the people that, you know, are into all that stuff that doesn't matter. Oh, and incidentally, I bet all these people that are dropping like flies, because I've been talking about this for years. Because they tested this, and they gave me 8 anthrax vaccines back in 2003. 8. And then about 5 years, about 2007, I bought a house, and I started noticing how I was getting so irritable. I was getting so mad, but I didn't have any reason to be mad. I wasn't in the military anymore. Like, you know, like things were okay. Just bought a house. Life was pretty good, you know. But then, and then like 2011, I started putting together. It was those fucking shots, man. And then I saw other people, like I saw one dude, he went into the Marines. He went through and got his shots, and that fried his fucking brain. And then he didn't even make it to like first duty, like his training, none of that. He didn't make it to none of those places because it fried his brain. And then, but I started like, I don't know, I'm a psychic intuitive, so I kind of started seeing how things were headed. So I started getting more physical in life. And so that was my release, and that's my saving grace. And being physical, that isn't even going to save everybody no more. Because now the whole world went and got all these freaking shots. All these people started getting blood clots. It started dropping like flies. You know? And fame don't care. Fame don't care. When your time's up, your time's up. And when you meet your maker, and your maker asks you, what did you do to make the planet a better place? And you have to stand there and say, why nothing? I just took. I just chased sensations. I just went around and was living that best life. Creator says, why would you do that? Who told you to do that? Well, the marketing teams and the government told me to do all these. But wait a minute, I gave you free will, and you still went along with their reindeer games, knowing that you can't take it with you. People are still trying to do shit that they think that they're going to take with them, and that there's not going to be consequences from watching so many people fall through the cracks of society. You know, even down here in the crowd, like me and Mom have it made. Like, there's so many people. I hear what the astrologers saying. A common theme is people are really mad about the choices that they made. And me and Mom have more than enough. Like, every day. Right? Like, it was hard. You know, and we're transitioning. Life has changed, you know, substantially in my world. I mean, for 4 years, I took out 4 dogs on a leash 4, 5, 6 times a day. And now they're all, you know, so things are shifting. And me and Mom go out and walking around. And, you know, and she loved it. Like, she was so excited. She was just so happy to be out. Like, I got pictures of her. She was picking up, like, and every time I see her happy, I think about how my brother said, put two of your dogs, get rid of 2 of your dogs and put Mom in a home. And so, you know, she started out in an orphanage. Right? She started out in an orphanage. She started out where, you know, 2 club feet. Actually, she started out and her family threw her away. That's how she started out. And then she was so determined to walk, but she didn't walk until she was 5 years old, 4 years old in those casts because she had so many surgeries on her feet. Now she got these little, I found these shoes, and these shoes are working real good for her. Because she can't her feet are stuck at a 45-degree angle, so she can't straighten them. So, you know, she was just lit up, you know, and people don't go into homes, they don't stay lit up like that. And then we saw this other couple out there walking around, and like we're all four of us like came from they're probably born and raised here. We came from all parts unknown and known otherwise to meet at that place because all four of us care and value life enough to go out and try to preserve it a little bit longer by walking around because we can. And then I go in my car and I drive home and I look at all the fucking people that don't value life because they race around like stupid fucking ethos shit stains on the in the police. I got a TikTok with the police. They all got the zoomies. In the police, where I got the zoomies, it was on the same hill where a fucking woman just lost her life from speeding on that hill. Her car flipped and she died. So nobody's getting off planet Earth alive, that's for sure. Come on.
That's right.
But we sure are enjoying each other's company while we're here. Like, it's cool in here, you know. It's already fall. It's been fall for 2-3 weeks. I don't know if we ever actually, like, really hit summer. But the Earth just changes so much, you know. And it's like a crapshoot. Where's the next volcano gonna erupt? Where's it gonna be, you know? Like, I don't look at the Earth as a globe that's spinning around the sun on, you know, I look at it as a bunch of collections of collectives that are going to have shared experiences. And what are they doing with those experiences? And don't think you're ever not going to be impacted. Like, if you're supposed to have beachfront property, the floods will come. It's just by design. It's how the creator wants it. Like, based on what and all we're supposed to do is be custodians of this earth and take care of the animals and, you know, make sure the water's clean and that there's no garbage anywhere, and that people didn't want to do that. So they created these other systems that don't matter. And then they kept paying themselves more and more and more and more and more. All under the guise of, we're going to take care of the infrastructure. And they didn't do it. We're gonna make sure that, you know, when did, you know why there's not affordable housing? Because the people that own the houses, they don't want to do much in life. So they want to make sure that their mortgage is paid along with the mortgage that of their tenants. So they pay, that's why these rents are so much, because you're paying everybody else's overhead because of the choices they made, right? I just don't like people. I like, my neighbor, she fucking is so annoying. Like, I can't. I go out, Mom and I are getting ready to get in the car, and this bitch comes over the fence, and she's like, Margie! And I was like, fucking dude, people only talk to me when they want to they want to ask something of me that's going to just, like, make me do something. And she's like, can you move your trash can? And she couldn't, I said, yeah, I was just like, yeah. You know, and we could have left it at that. Just, okay, get out of my face, right? But no, she had to go on. I'm having company over, and I'd spray this thing out, like, whatever. I just had a dog that died, and since then, I've, like, sprayed everything off with my pressure washer, the trash can. You know, it's a garbage can. I don't really fucking care how it smells. Just like, you don't care how your fucking guts smell from fucking drinking wine all the time, because we all share the same plumbing. So I smell their fucking stinky ass fucking rotten colons because we all share the same plumbing. So I guess pick your battles, you dumb bitch. Women like her, they're just waste of space, ma. just always been taken care of with their little planted gardens, and it's like, what has she ever fucking done for anybody else? But her kids don't come visit, so that say no more. You know, when the kids don't come visit, there's probably reasons why. It's because their parents fucking suck. So I moved the trash can out, but we're moving again. And who cares? Because I got to go here. Thanks, Uncle Sam. It looks like the olden days too. It's 2003. I'm like there. I'm like totally. This is from the sun. That's where most of the military members stay. But I got to stay at the panorama for shock and awe, where we bombed the shit out of Iraq, and Congress didn't meet. There's a bunch of helicopters. It's a whole big ol'. This is Suda Bay. This is from the sun too. So this is what our men are going off Warren. They're drinking next to the pool. I didn't drink next to the pool. I was newly sober, but that was my hotel room view. I never would have gone. I don't care about Crete. I never would have gone to Crete unless my country wouldn't have sent me there. I was in the pool. Then I got to go to Fairbanks, Alaska twice. Those were my deployments. Fairbanks, Alaska. So here's a picture of that lady in the lake. That was probably some drunken stupor. They had harp up there when I was up there. So that's how I know about all this stuff existing. So for all the dumbasses that live in this make-believe world of denial, you know, guess you can't be in denial anymore. And too late now. You should have learned a practical fucking skill, because people that don't have practical skills the next 7 years, ooh. I don't want to do the stuff that they're gonna have to do. Yeah, just to be a production, because the ideas, people think that technology is the way that it's gonna go. No, the potential exists, but people have their free will. And like in New Mexico, like Taos is gonna try so hard to incorporate intelligence artificial into how it does its business, and it's like a fucking joke because it's New Mexico. Like, the amount of water it takes to freaking keep shit cool to generate that stuff, it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. And there's so many states that don't give a shit. Because it's a lazy man's toy. So that's so nice that people can make friends with the toy. And you don't gotta deal with people anymore. But at some point, if it's in your storyline, you're gonna have to go out there and learn how to deal with people. I never wanted to deal with people. People are fucking awful, man. The nicest people have been so nice to me. It was basically like out of manipulation to guide my behavior, to get me to be someplace or not be someplace. Like, I've had people invite me over to their house to like babysit their kids but not really watch their kids, just so they could all go out and have pizza together. And they didn't want me at the pizza place. Isn't that like, and I just would fall for anything, you know? Just want to be a service. So watching how people play. So when I was seeing a lot of people who I call the president Biff. Biff, the scarless-eared. He has no scar. He supposedly a year ago somebody shot a firearm at him. It grazed his ear, but he has no scar on his ear at all. And then they never followed up with anything about anything. Because America's contrived. America is based on scripts. America is a contrived reality. And Biff is a character on that movie, Back to the Future, And the guy is living out what he did on. That's what did he do on that show? See, I never tracked the guy because he's freaking asinine. That you're fired. You're fired, The Apprentice or whatever. And then he becomes president. And what does he do? He goes around telling everybody they're fired. You know, and I bet, like, he was probably that spoiled ass. Even his mom said he was a monster. You know, they're all monsters because they just do what they want to do. And oftentimes it entails so much drugs and alcohol that they do the most fucked up shit when they're out of their minds. And then they have no culpability because they don't even remember doing it when people are, like, fucking traumatized. Like, they're playing this loop, like they can't believe that this person did that thing. And it's just so much of it everywhere. America's consumed by it. And a lot of people benefited from it. So they kept their, you know, anybody that gets paid so much and has such extravagant lifestyles from just regurgitating lines off a fucking page on a script. There's no place for any of that. And so, like, these people that are moving to other countries after they got their good lives here, that's karma that people bring into their next incarnations and shit, you know? So, yeah, people have free will, act however they want, but this shit, man, I swear it comes back to you. You freaking do things maliciously, bad things happen to you. You know, whatever energy you put out, it comes back to you. You know, I don't even so much flip people off anymore. I'll just give them a thumbs down. But you got to be careful because there's so many people, they got so much rage and they lack any kind of emotional control that, like, people are fucking, the road rage is just unprecedented. Like, the lack of just, and Mom's been saying it since, like, saying it for so long. When people act a certain way, it always ultimately ends up in a fight. When people just go around and do, it's lack of discipline, really. It's, they have all these feelings and all this emotions inside them, and they don't know what to do with them, so they're trying to put it on things outside externally. So they're projecting. But they don't realize how fragile life is, so how easy it is to fucking kill somebody just by punching them in the face. And if you've ever punched anybody in the face as hard as you can and you didn't kill them, consider yourself lucky, because basically skulls are like fucking eggshells, you know? And so, did you think you were falling?
Yeah.
she did the jerk thing. So, oh yeah, and if you don't help people every opportunity that you can, when you should and you oughta, because there's always a chance to help people out there, and if you don't do it, there's going to be opportunities in life that you're going to need help, and it's not going to be there. Because we're supposed to answer people's prayers. Like, people are like praying freaking, I prayed my guts out starting from 20, like, that's when I really got a really close personal relationship with God, my higher power. Was and when that's when we ended up here in New Mexico from Salem, and I, you know, God gives me the tools, I use them and take leaps of faith, and things seems to work out pretty okay as long as I do things like don't drink, don't cause harm to others, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, and, you know, tell them that God, good orderly direction, gave you the strength to do it. Give me the praise and it'll be good. You know, and I've been doing that, and then freaking more people are into ego, which to me is easing God out, and God is good orderly direction by just helping people out, but more and more people are just ignoring those prayers that people are calling out. Dude, I didn't have nobody. Like, we were destitute. We had to move, and a woman saw my videos, an earth angel found me when I needed her, and I haven't had to worry about paying any bills since. It hasn't, or like, you know, like she's helped giving me the means, and then I do the footwork, and then God puts us in the next place we're supposed to be. And soon we're ready to find our forever home, where I can have a garden, and then I want to do like a Meals on Wheels of my own for people in the community, with the best ingredients and stuff, because for some reason the kings and queens of America, the people that have deemed themselves the important people, that in their mind there's people that don't deserve to have good food and clean water and a place to bathe. You know, like I get everybody doesn't want to live in a house and stuff like that, that they're travelers. I got the traveling spirit myself, but cutting off access where people can like maintain their shit and take care of themselves and take showers and do laundry and cook a good meal, just because they didn't go to your stupid fucking colleges and they don't play on your stupid little league teams and stuff, like, doesn't mean that they still don't. Everybody deserves the freaking a clean shower, clean water, like everybody, you know. And you got these freaking archons, whatever, these soulless freaking dickless wonders that just go around and just try to make it hard for people. And they've done it for too long, but they bring along their family and their loved ones that the benefit, so that so many people benefit that the system wasn't gonna collapse, but now people are bringing everybody along and they can't afford all the hush money, so the consequences, the floodgates are going. And yeah, fucking Biff is a pervert, dude. He was never not. Like, I remember, like, when that video with his daughter first coming out, because my dad is one of those. My dad is one of those fucking hypersexualized pervert dudes. That's why, I mean, the last time I saw him, I was 40 years old. It was a couple of years before he was turning 70. And my brother was like, Dad, you got a big birthday coming up. We went rafting down Grand Canyon in Colorado. 3 nights, 4 days. The aliens came to see me. Yep. I get to drive the ship. So, and my dad said, I don't care as long as I'm having sex. Because he was turning 70. And he's like, has broken hips and stuff. He got fucked up by a covert pipe. Like, both of my parents had head injuries and stuff. And so he, and that's when I thought that, well, at least I don't have to work, I'm not going to see him on his birthday. And that, you know, so that's how I know that these men exist, because I'm related to them. You know, and then they always got away with everything. I always saw the assholes getting away with everything. There's just so many assholes that the assholes cover for all the other assholes, and nobody else is going to stand up to all the assholes. So I made a decision a long time ago that people are going to act however they like. But I'm going to be sure, and I'm just going to say how they behave. I'm just going to say it out loud to them. People get so angry. They get so pissed off when you talk about how they behave and they don't like how they behave because they know their behavior is shitty. Yep. So watch how they play. Watch how they've always played. Watch how many people have played the last 20, 30, 40 fucking years. And how much work didn't get done because so many people played. And I've been out here fucking busting my ass, like, in all these stupid fucking dirty job positions. And the only thing I found out is that the deck is stacked and there's a club and there's enough for everybody. But hey, just make this stupid fucking puppets dance. That's all I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. Oh yeah, and like you could definitely tell like the psychopath. Like God man, watching people. You could just watch. Anyway, I'm done. I'm just done. Ma, you want to watch? What do you want to watch next? You getting hungry?